Hello, my name is Yellowe Palma. I'm a qualified social worker with a BSc Honours degree, an Advanced Award in Social Work, and author of For the Love of a Mother, the Black Children of Ulster, recently nominated for a Black Award. I'm also a freelance writer with several published articles, and I've spoken at educational events. Being of mixed heritage, like many, I have been forced to navigate and experience racism my whole life. I'm passionate and dedicated in contributing to its eradication from the roots. Having been brought up in Northern Ireland in a predominantly white world and at the height of the Troubles in the 60s, I have a lived experience of being separated and treated unfavorably in terms of religion and the color of my skin. This has impacted my life to date, and as I continue to educate and re-educate myself, I have gained much knowledge. I say re-educate as I was once indoctrinated to hate the color of my own skin and that of other Black people. Writing my book provided me with self-therapy and helped me to come to terms with much of my past. However, healing the lasting psychological scars inflicted by those who perpetrate racism is an ongoing challenge. Racists and racism just will not let go of my coattail. The quality of my life and that of others who look like me has been in the past and is at present diminished by those who practice racism. I am aware the ultimate result of this type of indoctrination can result in death. As highlighted in the recent murder of George Floyd and those killed before and after him. As a male in a police uniform squeezed the life out of his body, he begged for mercy, and his voice was ignored. So too were the voices of those who witnessed his murder. Many people who are abused feel they have no voice. As a result of trauma, their voice is literally lost or distorted through a condition called Psychogenic Dysphonia. I believe I had symptoms of this voice disorder for many years due to the trauma I experienced, witnessing and being subjected to sectarian and racist violence in Northern Ireland. I became aware of the tone of my voice at a very early age. I didn't understand why I spoke so deeply, but it is an issue that affected the quality of my life. My self-esteem and confidence were acutely affected. I was depressed and angry much of the time due to my living conditions, violence inside and outside of my home, poverty, and constantly navigating and countering racism. I would describe my voice then as aggressive and deep. For the Love of a Mother, the Black Children of Ulster, pages 144 to 145. Nothing much had changed, except we were now in a newly built primary school. The school was much nearer our home. On the first day, Gabriel and I had walked through the big iron gates. My mother had warned us to stay together. Gabriel was so excited and ended up letting go of my hand when he spied a friend in the distance. I lost sight of him in the hustle and bustle of the crowds entering the building. I was distraught being left alone for a second. The fear of being lost in Liverpool resurfaced. When I finally stumbled into the classroom, Miss was not amused. During roll call, the children were answering to their names. Miss called, "Edgar Bootle." "Present, miss," he answered in a high-pitched voice. Miss called, "June Todd." "Present, miss," she answered in a high-pitched voice. Everyone, including the boys, answered in a very high-pitched voice. When it was my turn, "Anne Yellowe?" "Present, miss," I answered in the voice of a tenor. All the children turned to look. I put my hand over my mouth. Where did that come from? It was like a scene from The Omen, and I was Damien. That's the voice I had acquired through depression, aggression, and being around my brothers. The kids budged up 2 feet. Miss looked at me for some time under her eyes, and then swiftly moved on.